The courage to be vulnerable, why emotional honesty changes everything. Have you ever met someone who seemed perfectly put together until the moment they admitted something real, raw, and unexpectedly human? And suddenly you felt closer to them than you ever did before? It's strange, isn't it? How we spend so much of our lives trying to look strong, unbothered, and bulletproof, yet the moments that actually shift our relationships, careers, and personal growth are the moments we let our guard down. Here's the truth most people don't realize until much later. Real strength doesn't come from being invincible. It comes from being honest, emotionally, vulnerably, courageously honest. And if you're willing to lean into that discomfort, just a little, you might discover that vulnerability isn't weakness at all. It's the most powerful tool you already have. And it might be the one thing that transforms everything you touch. Your confidence, your relationships, your leadership, your sense of self. Let's break down why vulnerability is not only liberating, but life-changing. 1. Vulnerability builds genuine connection, the kind that can't be faked in a world filled with filters, small talk, and carefully polished highlights. People crave realness more than ever. But realness doesn't mean dumping your problems on others. It means allowing people to actually see you, your fears, your hopes, your truth. When you express what you actually feel, not what you think you should feel, you signal something rare: authenticity. And authenticity is magnetic. It pulls people in, creates trust, and opens space for deeper relationships. Think about the last time someone shared something vulnerable with you. Maybe they admitted they were scared, or that they'd failed, or that they weren't okay. Didn't it make you feel closer to them? Didn't it make you feel safe to open up to? That's what emotional honesty does. It breaks down walls. It's why leaders who admit mistakes earn more respect. It's why partners who communicate openly grow stronger. It's why friendships deepen when people stop pretending. Being vulnerable signals you don't have to be perfect around me, because I'm not perfect either. And suddenly, relationships stop feeling like performance and start feeling like partnership. 2. Vulnerability is the doorway to personal confidence. Not the opposite. Most people think confidence comes from hiding weakness, from acting tougher than they feel, from pretending everything is under control. But that's not confidence. That's fear wearing a costume. Real confidence is the ability to say, "This is who I am. This is what I feel, and I'm not afraid to own it." When you're honest about your emotions, you stop fighting yourself. Stop wasting energy protecting an image. You finally give yourself permission to be human. It's liberating. It's grounding. It builds the kind of inner strength that doesn't break when life gets messy. Because if you can admit the truth to yourself and to others, nothing can be used against you. You take the power back, the world tells us. Be strong. Strength without vulnerability is just rigidity. Strength with vulnerability becomes resilience. And resilience is what carries you through failure, heartbreak, uncertainty, and change without losing yourself. 3. Emotional honesty creates clarity, and clarity changes everything. Many people stay stuck not because their situation can't change, but because their emotions are buried so deep that they can't see what's really going on. But when you allow yourself to be vulnerable, something amazing happens. You get clarity. Emotional honesty forces you to confront the actual truth beneath the noise, not the excuses, not the masks, not the "I'm fine" you repeat every time someone asks. Clarity shows you what needs healing, what needs to be said, and what needs to change. It shows you what you actually want versus what you've been pretending to want. It shows you which relationships feed your soul and which drain it. You cannot fix what you refuse to feel. You cannot grow from what you refuse to admit. Vulnerability is your internal compass. It's uncomfortable. Yes, but it is brutally honest. Honesty is the foundation of every transformation. 4. Vulnerability makes you a better leader, partner, and human being, whether you realize it or not. People around you feel your emotional walls. They may not say it out loud, but they sense when you're guarded, distant, or disconnected. And when someone never opens up, it creates tension. People feel like they're walking on eggshells. Trust becomes surface level. But when you show vulnerability just a little, it changes the entire dynamic. Leaders become more relatable, inspiring, and trustworthy. Partners become more intimate, supportive, and connected. Parents become more understanding and emotionally available. Friends become more open, honest, and loyal. Vulnerability humanizes you, softens the room. It gives others permission to relax and be themselves, and in a world where so many people feel alone, unseen, or misunderstood, your emotional honesty might be the thing that gives someone else the courage they've been needing. 5. The courage. To be vulnerable is the courage to live fully at the end of the day. Vulnerability is not about oversharing. It's not about being dramatic. It's definitely not about losing control. It's about choosing truth over comfort. It's growth over protection. Connection over perfection. Most people go through life with their hearts half closed, afraid to love deeply, speak honestly, or take risks because they fear being hurt, judged, or rejected. But living that way is its own kind of pain. You miss out on intimacy. You miss out on opportunity. You miss out on everything that makes life powerful, messy, and meaningful. Being vulnerable means you're willing to feel. And when you're willing to feel, you're also willing to live. Fully, fiercely, authentically. Call to action CTA if you're ready to stop hiding behind the strong version of yourself. If you're ready to build deeper relationships, unshakable confidence, and a life that actually feels true, then start today with one small act of vulnerability. Someone how you really feel. Admit something you've been holding back. Speak one honest sentence you've been afraid to say. And if you want more insights on emotional clarity, confidence, and the psychology of becoming your strongest self, subscribe now. Watch the full video. Share this with someone who needs this message today, because the world doesn't need more perfection. It needs more courage, more truth, more people willing to be real. And that starts with you.